Okay, hey everybody, how's it going? Okay, so this is going to be the assignment part one tips and tricks video. So I can tell you haven't watched the other instructional video on Compass because I keep getting the same emails of stuff that is literally answered in that video. And also, some of you already turned in your assignment, so I can tell you didn't follow the instructions. So I don't know how you wrote your whole assignment without reading the instructions. I don't know. Maybe you just didn't understand the instructions, or maybe you used somebody else's assignment to write your paper. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep it moving here. If you're mad about that, maybe you shouldn't be. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we go. Okay, so here's some tips and tricks right here for you for how to get a good grade on the assignment since everybody wants to get an A. All right, number one, don't use direct quotes. I am not impressed by copy and pasting. Let me tell you how hard it is to copy and paste. Click, 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 copy, paste. That's it. Okay? So I don't know where everybody got this from. Copy and pasting. This is in a poetry class. This is in your English class. You're not, doing an analysis on the film itself. So I don't care what the character said. I don't want you copying and pasting material from the slides and putting it in inside of your paper. So I want you to paraphrase, use your own words. That's also listed here twice. There's a reason why I put it there twice. So I don't want you to use direct quotes. So don't do open quotes, insert something, close quotes. Paraphrase. Now, if you're citing some kind of concept, like, I don't know, whatever concept you're citing, you don't have to use direct quotes. Just put the name of the concept in the paper. I don't want you citing I don't want you putting in any kind of dialogue from the movie. I don't care what the character said. Because I don't know how what they say qualifies as a symptom of the disorder, right? It's the behaviors. So the fact that they're saying something has something to do with the behaviors. Focus on the behaviors, all right? What's dangerousness? Oh, just describe the dangerousness. You don't have to quote what they said. You can say, "Oh yeah, the character said they were going to go commit suicide." You don't have to quote the passage from the movie. You see what I'm talking about? Use your own words. Paraphrase from the slides, right? I want you to read whatever you're citing from the slides. I want you to go ahead and just use your own words. Use your own words. Okay, that's me very important. If I listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna put it like this. If you didn't watch this video, you're gonna get mad because I'm gonna leave this up all semester. But if you use direct quotes, I'm not going to give you credit for that part of the assignment. So if it's worth 4 points and you use direct quotes, you get 0 points. Okay? All right. So you must cite all sources. What does this mean, Walter? We're talking about citing all sources. So anytime, first of all, you should have went to Purdue Online Writing Lab that I've been putting in the syllabus, putting on Compass all semester, right? There's a link right there. You click it, you go to Purdue Online Writing Lab. This is an APA 7th format. It's in the instructions. It talks about how to make a reference page. It talks about how to use in-text citations. You must have in-text citations for all of your sources. And guess what? The movie counts as a source. The TV show counts as a source. So I know what you're saying, Walter. I have to cite it every time. That's right. Every time you pull information from the movie, you need to cite it. Anytime you pull information from the lecture, you need to cite lecture. And make sure you're citing it in APA 7th format. So this means you're actually going to have to put some time in to go to the Purdue Online Writing Lab and actually read through how to do APA 7th. You're going to spend some time on that page, okay? All right. Now you need to cite all sources. Now I know you're saying, "Well, Walter, my paper is just citations." Yeah, that's because you're doing the assignment wrong. It's not just about copying and pasting information. It's about processing that information, analyzing it. So here's the 4Ds, right? Here's the definition, right? Give me the definition. This is the 4D. And then you're going to cite the source, right? In the sentence. Then you're going to say, based on whatever from the movie, this passage, this scene right here, you're just going to describe this scene, right? Using your own words. Give me a brief description of what's going on in the scene, right? And then you're going to cite the movie. And you're going to say, based on this definition and this scene, I believe that it meets criteria for dangerousness because yada, 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 yada. There you go. You're done. If you find out that you're citing 4 or 5 lines from the movie in a row, guess what? You're doing a film review. Okay. Don't do a film review. I don't care. I don't care. Like this isn't like I'm talking about. This isn't Chris Stuckman. Like I don't care about your film review. Do the assignment. Okay. And if you if that doesn't make sense to you, and you waited this long to check it out, I don't know what to tell you. I've received lots of emails from people asking me questions, and I've answered those questions. And then if you've waited this long, I mean, it's going to be rough for you, so you're going to have to figure it out. Okay, so listen, you must include a reference page. Okay, so before I move on to this one, putting a citation at the top of a paragraph does not cover the whole paragraph. Okay? Also, you need to cite the film. You need to cite the film. Some of you turned in your work early. You had the film in the reference page, but you didn't cite the film once. Anytime you're talking about information or content that you did not create yourself, you need to cite it. Okay? You didn't write the film. Okay? You didn't write the film. All right? If that's confusing to you, you should be sending me emails, and you should be going to the Purdue Online Writing Lab. Also, you're smart kids. Go to Google, go to YouTube, type in how to write an APA 7 format. There you go, you're done. Okay. You've known about this. You've known about this. Okay? So if you're waiting to just now, okay. So you must include a reference page. So yes, your reference page must be an APA 7 format as well. And guess what? Purdue Online Writing Lab goes over that. Also, I have a sample document on Compass, which will show you how your APA 7 formatted reference page should look. So don't do this. Here's what kids do. The references that I have in that sample format are for scholarly articles. So what people do is they just delete this part, and they delete the author, put the director's name in, they put the year in, and no. Go to Purdue Online Writing Lab and see what format your reference needs to be in based on the source that you're citing. The references look different from articles to lectures or spoken word presentations or online videos or online articles or scholarly articles. The format is different. I know those formats because I use them. So you need to go ahead and do that part. Okay? That's how you get an A. I'll take points off. Remember, C's a degree, kids. So I'll take points off. So if you want to get that A, you need to go ahead and go to Purdue Online Writing Lab and know how to make a APA 7 format citation and an APA 7 format reference page. This is your warning. I'll give you a 0 on this part of the assignment, and there's going to be no redos. You're not going to get an email from me saying you should redo your paper. If you get a 0 on this part, you just have a 0. And then if you switch sections, guess what? That goes with you. That 0 goes with you. Okay. So we have, you must use your own words. And what do I mean by why have it twice? Well, number one, I don't want to see any direct quotes. I don't want to see you copying and pasting material from the slides into your paper. Paraphrase, use your own words. The internet is a great place because all these words are cataloged and organized. So I can look and see if you've been copying and pasting material from a paper that was written back in 2005. Of course, we're doing this assignment in 2005, but if we were, I can look it up. I can actually see if somebody in this class, right, in this section, if you and them have like the same wording, I can check that. And I'll have their name and I'll have your name. And it shows me where in their page that came from, where in your page it came from. So sometimes this happens because people have APA 7th format reference pages, and then that material is the same. And I'm like, well, they just cited the same source and did it both the same way. That's fine. Other times, people will copy and paste slides from lecture, and they'll just put it into their paper and put a citation on the end. No, you're going to paraphrase, use your own words. Okay? Once again, every part that's direct quotes, every part that's copy and pasted from lecture, from an article, or from your friends, your buddies, whatever, I'm going to give you 0 points. I don't care anymore. I literally don't care anymore. No, 0 points. And that's because you should be using your own words. Okay, it's big brain time. It's big brains. Okay, you must use the Purdue Online Writing Lab. You have to use it. I don't know where else you're going to learn how to do this APA 7 format. You didn't send me an email. You didn't ask me questions about it. So now you're going to go to Purdue Online Writing Lab. Okay? And you must follow all assignment instructions. Here's what's happening. People are taking prior semester work, they're switching a couple of words, and they're slapping their name on it and turning in the Compass. First of all, we're not using code names anymore. See, here's the thing about Compass, right? So, you don't have to do all this fancy stuff, like by putting like your section number and the date and the name of the course and my name and your name. Because when you submit something to Compass, first of all, I'm grading anonymously. So when you submit something to Compass, it's tied to your UIN. It's tied to your name. So when I grade the paper, the grade that I give your paper goes to your name already. You don't have to put your name on the paper. We're not using code names because we're not turning in paper copies. So the reason why there was code names on those old papers that you're using is because we had a paper copy and a digital copy. The digital copy went through SafeAssign, and the paper copy is what we graded. And then you got your paper copy back. And then we would match the code names between the paper copy and the digital copy on Compass. And that's how we entered your grade on Compass. Okay? So when you give me a paper that has a code name on it, I know you got that paper from prior semester. And trust me, it's already happened. All right? So follow all the assignment instructions. Okay, the current assignment instructions, not the assignment instructions from 2 years ago. Make sure that you spend some time reading your paper and grade it yourself. Now, don't actually send me a grade. Somebody last semester sent me a paper and they graded it themselves and they showed me their grade. I said, this is what this paper earned. Get that person not anywhere near what they thought they deserved. This is your opportunity to do the work and get the grade that you deserve. Okay? Read all the instructions. Grade it yourself. And be critical of yourself. If you're missing citations, you're going to lose points per citation. If you're missing references, you're going to lose points per reference missing. If you're putting in direct quotes, you're going to lose points per direct quote that you use. And here's another thing. If you're doing a TV show, don't do the same episodes as your friends. You're not supposed to do this paper with your friends. You're supposed to do it by yourself. Like I had students last semester, I had 4 students from my section last semester turned in BoJack Horseman. All 4 of those students had the same 4 episodes from BoJack Horseman. And the same scenes from the same 4 episodes. What is this? Come on. Okay. So here, the reason why I'm saying like this is because I always get angry students who get angry when they get their grade back. And I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you how to get an A. See, if you mess up, it's going to be on you. I'm telling you, I have another video from last semester, which some of you haven't watched. If you watch that video, if you watch this video, if you read the instructions, you're going to get a good grade. You're going to get a good grade. We don't have in-person lectures. So I usually go over the assignment in person. So if you're not watching these videos, you're not going to get a grade that you want. You're going to get like some bad grade. I'll give you a 0. I don't care. It's whatever. Okay. So once again, don't use direct quotes. Welcome to college. You're now a university student. This is an AP Psych. Okay? Cite all your sources. Cite the movie. Cite the lecture. Cite the DSM-5. I don't know, maybe you've been paying attention and you remember where the 4Ds come from. Or maybe you find a scholarly article online that goes over the 4Ds. Maybe that's you. Make sure you use the reference page. Make sure all your references are included in the reference page. Lecture, DSM-5, the film that you're doing, any other outside sources. Make sure it's in APA 7 format. Make sure you're using your own words. Stop copying other people's work. Stop turning in other people's work. What are you doing? Do you want to do the FAIR investigation? Because it's easy now, we just do Zoom calls. So it's super easy now. Just use your own words. It's easier to use your own words because now you're learning how to do something. So the next time you do it, it'll be easier for you. So when part 2 of the assignment comes around, it'll be easier for you because you're doing it yourself. So then now, when you're a junior, senior, and you go off on your life, since you've been developing your skills, now you're better at what you're doing rather than just copying other people. Okay. Purdue Online Writing Lab. The reason why I say Purdue Online Writing Lab, because Purdue's a university. Okay, it's in Indiana. They have a really good online writing lab. They really know the formats they're talking about. And some of you go to Bing, type in APA 7 to get some terrible blog written by somebody who's in high school. No, just use Purdue Online Writing Lab. You'll be fine. Okay, you must follow all instructions. I'm taking points off. So you know how people grade, and they're like grading to give you points. I'm grading to take points away. Everybody starts with an A, and then you start forgetting to cite. Then you start forgetting to explain yourself. Then you start copying other people's work. Then you start yada yada yada. And then you start losing points. Okay, make sure you're following all the instructions. If you're watching this video on Thursday night, don't email me. I'm not answering emails about the paper on Friday. I'm not answering emails about the paper. I'm not doing that. You have your opportunity, right? After office hours on Tuesday, that's it. You know? So then now when we go to assignment part 2, maybe you should, I don't know, not wait till the day it's due to start writing it. Trust me, I know you're busy, you're not that busy. We've had these instructions up for a while. All right? You knew you would have this paper since the beginning of the semester. If you look in the syllabus, it shows you all the work that's due the whole semester. So, oh, Walter, I'm so busy, all these classes. Yeah, okay. Did you not read the syllabus? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, there you go. So that's it. That's this video. That's all I'm going to do. Okay? So you know what you have to do. Send me an email, ask me questions now. If this is Thursday and watching this video, too late, sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'll answer the question, maybe I won't. Depends on how I feel. All right. So send me some questions. Write your paper. It should be all. You already should have written it by now, and you should be revising it. But I know that's not how it's happening. So just go ahead and take your time. Read it out loud. Read it aloud. Stand up. Take the paper. Read it aloud. See if it makes sense. Check for issues. Run it through Grammarly. Run it through a spell check. Have somebody else read it. Say, hey, does this make sense to you? I don't know. Put some effort into it. I'm just trying to help you out. Okay? You give me those sloppy papers that are written in the last moment. They're all messed up. They're in the wrong format. I can tell you they didn't read instructions. There's a code name up top. You have Walter Venerable, Sections J, Psych 238. And now I know what the assignment is. I don't need assignment part 1 on top. I don't need a code name up top. I don't need any of that stuff up top. Okay? Because you're submitting on Compass, right? So if you put that stuff on your paper, I'm going to delete it anyways, because you got to reach the page limit. You got to reach the page limit, okay? You're going to lose points. All right. That's going to be in this video. I'm ending it. That's it. So if you listen to these tips and tricks, you'll get a good grade. If you don't, you get whatever you get. All right, peace.